Hey guys, it's Shadow, and today we are going to be playing some more Planet Coaster. Now today, this is part 10 of the Port Noble park build. If you haven't already seen the other 9 parts, go ahead and click on the link that's coming on the screen, or there will be a playlist little thing in the description, like the playlist will be in the description. So go ahead and click on that and watch through whatever you want to watch through. And we are starting off today by doing, I wanted to add kind of a bridged off area, not really like a bridge, but like kind of a building area to walk underneath for the, I guess we're going to rename it, but it currently is the Atlas Ocean, this little water area. It's going to be renamed to something else because me and President sat down and talked about it. And he wanted more of kind of an actual ocean area and not just a lake area. And by the way, President, if you're watching, I am currently working on it. At the very end, if you'll watch to the end, I actually do make a bigger area. Let me know what you think about it. It's a totally separate area, so we're going to rename this in the end or something. But the new area takes up a good bit of land in the back. Now it actually took me a lot of duplicating and stuff to make out that area, so I hope you like how that's turning out. I kind of like how big it is. It gives me a lot of ideas and areas to work with, so I'm planning on even doing like a roller coaster in that area if that is okay with you. Now I wanted to add this area right here for just the fact that I wanted to add some more shops in, and I wanted to add more decorations so it would look more natural and not just like kind of only certain areas were decorated. So I made this area with that in mind. I added this little treasure chest. I just thought it would kind of look cool. I've used the ammunitions and stuff a lot already in the park, so I just wanted to throw something else in. Now I realized I hadn't used these railings in a while, so I was going to use some railings here. I wanted to throw in a sign, but I was like, you know what? I've got a better idea. So I started working on trying to figure out how I could do this. But I created my own little custom sign right here. Say if you were coming up like on the highway or something and you saw like a bank or something, and they'll have like these custom signs that show off their business and whatnot. Ow, that's my toe. But I wanted to make something similar to that. So I ended up making this because it was the best idea. I don't know, like I like the signs they already have, but they're made to just be placed straight up and down, and it just doesn't fit. Like it looks like it needs to have a design around it that looks more like the buildings that it's placed in. So that is what I started off with doing. Now I started out with using these pillars and kind of started adding in some more stuff as I kind of went along. And I do really like how it turned out looking. I might use more of these in the future or something along these lines. I tried doing the same thing with the sign that I put over the Atlas Ocean area, but it just didn't really turn out the same. So I wanted to add these in, and then I thought I screwed up real bad, but I realized there was a redo button, so I'm perfectly fine now. So I feel better about that. Now, since this is a Cosmic Cow area, I wanted a sign that resembled that. So I grabbed these signs and I placed them down. And I thought, I was like, the bottom's a little bit too empty, so I ended up adding the little like roof edging thing here, and kind of just worked around with it for a very long time trying to get it to look better. That looked pretty good right there, but a couple of them were like kind of sideways. So I went back and fine-tuned it. I should probably say. I fine-tuned it to where it was like flush against the wall and it looked perfect. Just about like that. And I layered it down to make it look more like it really should be. And I really like how that turned out. And I did the same thing on both sides. So there is no difference between watching that side and this side. So I'm just saying. Now I'm actually I'm very interested in getting into some different series. I want to do cities skylines if I possibly can. So if you guys have any ideas or any mods that you know of, like maps or mods and whatnot, throw them down in the comments, and I will definitely try my best to do a series over it. I legit have the game. I bought it the other day, but for some odd reason, it seems to be like crashing like every time I try to record. It's like after maybe like 15 minutes of recording or 20 minutes, for someone reading it, it's been doing that. So I'm gonna try to figure that out, and hopefully I'll fix it. But I was throwing in these little areas right here, just because I thought it added kind of more of a natural feel to it. And if you hear anything like that noise, it's like I run my fingers through my own hair and like twist my hair and stuff whenever I get nervous. And I do it a lot during my videos, and I've noticed it started showing up in the videos, like you can actually hear it. So I'm just pointing out what I'm doing, because you might hear it a lot. I get nervous whenever I'm making my videos, so I'm just saying that. So I spent a lot of time on this video, or on this area right here, this little building, because I honestly, I kept procrastinating about everything I was doing in the park. I was like, oh, well, I gotta do this, and then eventually I just got to the building and finished it, and I felt a lot better once I was done with it, because I really like how it looks. Now I kind of did what I did. The things that I did with this building resemble another building in the park. It's the building in front of the alleyway that we used. It resembles that a lot because I thought it looked kind of nice. It has that touch of modern / that pirate theme in it. So I kind of went with that, and I do like how it turned out, even though it's a totally different building from what it was supposed to be made for originally. It turned out to be very, very good looking in the end, so I'm glad I did it. Now, probably in the next episode, I'll probably do a lot more decorating around this area just to kind of give it more of a natural feel. Maybe add in a couple more buildings or something, because currently it feels kind of empty along the edges. And I don't know, I just think it would be better with some kind of design around it or something along those lines. So yeah. Now one complaint that I do have is the little edging that I added on the top of the first room. I don't remember what I was doing here. Oh, I was adding in some signs, like the ride signs, because like I thought they would be necessary. But the little edging around the top of the first floor, there's little, like, if you add it up to the edge of the corner of a building, there's always this open gap on it, and I don't really like that personally, because like it leaves it open and it just doesn't look very good or natural. So if anyone from Frontier is watching, or maybe a modder or something, if there was like maybe like a corner piece that you could add for that style, or if there was like, I don't know, that's like one thing that I request a lot, is because like I think it just doesn't fit very well. So if you could add that in, or like an option for that in the future, that would be pretty nice. Now right here I started working on the sign for the Atlas Ocean right here. It's not really like the sign for it. It's like there is a pirate sign that kind of fits with the theme, so I used that in this. Now I just kind of used these pieces, the ones that I was just talking about, just because I couldn't find a very good flat piece. I didn't want to use a wall on it, but now that I think about it, I probably should have, because it would have looked probably a little bit better. But I added those signs. I think it's Pirate Village, Irby Pirates. So that means here, if anybody can't like obviously figure that out. Now I just thought that would add kind of a nice little touch. I might add some like plants around it to make it look old and overgrown, which that's the whole idea around the area, is it's supposed to look old and overgrown, especially with the crashed pirate ship in it. But I went back to work on this building finally. Now I figured out once I was done with building it that the little overpass area right here didn't have a very good roof area for it. So I added these little like shaped roofs like that. The only reason I added those is because I thought it looked as like really good, because it overhangs a little bit. And I'm honestly right about that. I like how it turned out. The edging that I had to put on it didn't look very good, but other than that, it turned out pretty dang awesome. So another complaint that I would probably have is the overlapping of these long white tiles don't go good with any other tiles, because they, on like one side of it, it literally overlaps in such a way, like, you can see it right here. It overlaps in such a way that it doesn't look natural or anything. And then sometimes if you do it the wrong way, it'll stick through the roof. So I also figured out that I missed a piece of edging on this building over here, the original building of the other one. So I just kind of corrected that real quick. But I think that's something that'll probably be ironed out by the time the final build of the game comes out in not October. Is it November, I think? Let me check my calendar real quick. Where's my calendar at? I'm trying to figure out how to read the calendar on Windows 10. Okay, yeah, it's November, I believe. Whenever it comes out and final release in November, I'm sure that kind of stuff will be ironed out. I've heard and somewhat seen that Alpha 3 has a lot of more features in it. That is very good. Like, they have made a lot of progress since they were releasing Alpha 2. Albeit Alpha 2 was released quite a while back now, but it is very cool to see them throwing in new themes. And a lot of people were honestly starting to wonder if they were going to stick with only the pirate theme, because there's a lot of pirate themed objects in the game in Alpha 2, and only very little, like a moderately little amount of modern themed items. But it looks like they're changing the game with the new update of Alpha 3. So I'm excited to see what they throw into future alphas and the beta and the final release. So that will be a thing I will be covering whenever it comes out in November. Now, currently, I only have Alpha 2. If you didn't watch the other parts, I only have Alpha 2, so I'm only able to work with what I have, because I was not able to get in on the, the early bird special, I believe. So I'm kind of just stuck with the one that I have, and I cannot update. That really blows, but it's a thing that I have to deal with, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to resort to cracking, so I'm not going to do that. But either way, I have my copy for November, and I'm very excited to get it whenever it comes out. So I continue the edging on this roof because I wanted to cover up these little, like, the pieces of the top white roof where it looks like it kind of bugged through the through the walls. So I continued that, and it turned out pretty good. I really like how it looks. So I believe I was finally finished with the roof right there. Yep, I believe it was. So right here, I believe I started decorating. I think I was trying to find signs to put or something. I don't remember what I was doing, but honestly, eventually I want to put one of those Planet Coaster signs down. I just don't know where to put it. But either way, yeah, I started kind of gardening right here because I wanted some stuff that looked really natural, and it turned out really good. I like how it looks. But there needs to be a little bit more variety in that kind of stuff. And I'm assuming that there is more of a variety in Alpha 3. If I'm wrong, then correct me in the comments. But I'm pretty sure there is. So that's just a thing to look forward to. Or at least from me. You guys can obviously go watch the videos. And I can too after this. So I might. I'm very curious. Very curious. So I took the red bush and kind of almost did like a wall of bushes over here. So it looks like a bunch of red leafed vines grew up on this. I think it's a really cool look. It looks pretty nice. You guys should always leave, like, if you like it, if you like the area, leave a comment. If you don't, then I don't know, leave a dislike, I guess. It definitely helps. I say that way too much, probably. If I say that too much, leave a comment too. But anyway, I believe at this point I was finished. I'm not looking at the end of the video. That's so stupid of me. No, I wasn't finished. I had a little bit to go. I wanted to decorate the back area a little bit, give it a little bit more life. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was like, oh yeah, I'm totally done. But I continued the work, and I eventually, right here, start working on the lake. Now, I didn't know, or not the lake, the ocean. I'm going to put quotes around ocean because I can't build a whole ocean in this. I don't think the world is big enough for it. But I built a little bit of an area and just started building these roof panels. Now, if anybody's curious, because I can't build the water that is in Alpha 3, I've been using these roof panels, which are a deep blue color, and it looks just, to me personally, it looks more like an ocean, like a sea color. So I really like that. Now, President, if you're watching, please let me know in the comments if you like this. I'm sure you'll be more satisfied with this because it's a lot bigger. And I am planning to build some islands in it. I want to build a roller coaster in it and kind of design like a island theme throughout the roller coaster. I think it'll be like a pirate themed island, but I think the island will be more kind of in the middle. Like an actual island, not like a dock or anything. I guess there could be docks on the roller coaster somewhere. But one of the main themes of the roller coaster is that I want to throw in an island, like it goes through an island that you can't physically get to. Like you cannot walk to the island. You've got to ride the roller coaster to see it. That also reminds me, I had an idea a long time ago in this, I think part 2, that I was going to use the mansion for a roller coaster, and I never did that, so I've got to do that. But I also threw in a beach just for kind of decorations. I don't know if I'll use it for anything, but anyway, this is the end of the episode. I hope you guys liked it. Leave a like if you did, and leave a dislike if you didn't. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I see you guys in the next video. So I will see you guys. Bye.